Hey guys, what's up? Scrub Dog Millionaire here. Ben, back with some more modern content for you guys. Today we are going to play Death and Taxes, White Weenie, Thalia Stompy, however you want to call the deck. More of a White Weenie build, mono white, less death, more taxes today. So as always, before we get started, please like the video, add a comment. It really helps me out and it helps me make more content for this for you guys. So thank you very much for that in advance. So let's break down a quick deck tech. So this is an Ether Vial deck. For those of you who don't know how Ether Vial works, beginning of your upkeep, put a charge counter on Ether Vial. You may. And you can tap it to put a creature card into play with converted mana costs equal to the amount of charge counters on Ether Vial. So it essentially gives the creature flash, as well as uncounterable. So what are we flashing in? Well, basically we're flashing in cards like Leonin Arbiter when our opponent goes to search their library, Stoneforge Mystic to grab Sword of Fire and Ice, Batterskull, and we are also playing one Maul of the Skyclaves. Thalia's to tax our opponent, so we're just kind of a grindy, taxy deck, looking to kind of just slowly grind our opponents out of the game. With Leonin Arbiter, we do play Field of Ruin and Ghost Quarter to try to play some pseudo wasteland effects. Along with our lands, we have El Ganjo Castle here for all our legendary creatures. We do play quite a few, as well as Sheffet Dunes. When we get up to the top, the 3 drops here is really what upgraded the deck recently. So we have Archon of Emeria. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn, and non-basic lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped as a 2/3 flyer. This plays great with Ether Vial because you can still Ether Vial in creatures. It gets around the casting cost. Flicker Wisp has always been a card that makes this engine go. Flickering out your opponent's problematic permanents, flickering out your permanents, resetting Ether Vials if need be. And then we also have Skyclave Apparition, which is the new best card from Battle for Zendikar here. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with converted mana cost 4 or less. So that's basically the entire format. And when Skyclave Apparition leaves the battlefield, the exiled owner puts an XX blue illusion where X is its mana cost. So the problematic creatures the creatures they get back aren't too problematic. We can flick them out with Flicker Wisp, we have Path to Exile, Giver of Runes to protect our creatures to make sure that we can still get through combat. Sideboard today we're playing 2 Mirran Crusader against the Jund and Shadow matchups. We have Aven Mind Sensors for Titan and decks that search their decks, often and aggressively. Auriok Champion against Prowess. It's also not bad against Shadow, and it's also not bad against Jund. Rest in Peace for the graveyard decks. Revokers for problematic decks. It comes in against the Uro piles a lot of the time. Names Planeswalkers. Just an aggressive thing to slip in uncounterably off an Ether Vial. Relic Warder for other artifact and enchantment problems. And 2 Winds of Abandon for the go-wide decks. Mainly, this comes in against the Field of the Dead decks to kind of clear the board up, or problematic permanents. If you watch our last stream, we played against, we got Winds of Abandon as Boggles, so that was it. So there's the deck tech. Again, before we get started and go to our matches, thank you very much for liking, commenting, subscribing. It really does mean the world to me, and thank you again, Editor Bob, for all your hard work. I appreciate that as well, and we will see you in the game. We'll run her through a league. Alright, hello everybody, welcome to round 1 with Death and Taxes. We are on the play, definitely. Fortunately, this hand is a mulligan. No cards we can play. This hand is a little bit better. May just put back Leonin Arbiter here. Actually, we don't search our library at all. Maybe we'll put back... We'll keep this one. Maybe we just put back Basic. Maybe we put back Horizon Canopy. I guess if we're going to put back Canopy, we should put back Sheffet Dunes. Let's see. I like Sheffet Dunes here, I think. Do we need double white for anything? We need double white for Flicker Wisp. We'll play Plains here and ship it back. See what our opponent is on today. Tron. Okay. Well, this Leonin Arbiter is going to be good on the play. Path to Exile. Not great in this matchup, but I think we're going to have to No reason to take a point of damage there, but I guess we have to. Leonin Arbiter. We have a good curve here. Hopefully our opponent can't kill it. We'll see if they're on Eldrazi Tron or not. Oh, does our opponent have Natural Tron in hand? That would still be bad for us here. Chalice on 1. Okay. Stoneforge Mystic, a little bit of a non-bow with our Arbiter here. So we'll go ahead and we'll attack. Deal our 2 points of damage. And then we'll play Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Come on, computer. There we go. Alright, we'll see if our opponent has the Natural Tron nuts. They did keep 7. Okay, no Natural Tron. They can pay to search their library next turn. So Tron is incoming. Notably, if we draw a land, we can flick out this Chalice here to reset it to 0. Opponent in the tank. A Ghost Quarter here would be a good draw. I probably would Ghost Quarter them to keep them off Tron. For as long as we physically can. Opponent passes it back. Another Thalia, not a great draw. So our opponent is going to be able to Tron us next turn. There's not too much we can do about that. I'm not going to run out the Naked Stoneforge Mystic. I don't think the 1 point of damage is going to matter too much. See if our opponent has another land force here. They do. Eldrazi Temple. Okay. Walking Ballista for 2. Well, that's pretty good against us. We'll see if they go ahead and fire that off. They do not. We draw basic planes. So, presumably speaking, they're going to ping off our Arbiter. Let's go ahead and attack. I suppose we attack with both. They can block and ping our Thalia. Oh, they're going to block here. Opponent trades. Or doesn't trade. Right. Okay. Then we'll go Flicker Wisp. We'll flick out this Chalice of the Void. Just to get that out of the way. And we'll see what our opponent's got. Hopefully not Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Our opponent can search their library and get Tron online. And they do have a lot of cards in hand. Notably at 12, though. Maul may be good here. Flying in first strike. And we do have Path to Exile unlocked now for Wormcoil Engine or Big Eldrazi. And our opponent scoops it up. All right, we'll go to a boarded game. Interesting. Against Tron. Let's see. I'm looking at potentially some combination of these cards. What don't we like against our opponent here? Giver of Runes I don't think is great. I think I'll cut a couple Giver of Runes, and I think first we'll put in these Aven Mind Sensors. I do think they're a little better on the play. The protection doesn't matter too much in this matchup, I don't think. Archon of Emeria seems very good. Let's see. Skyclave Apparition might not be the best in this matchup. Maybe we'll cut one. I do want this Relic Warder here. I don't know if I want these Revokers. Revoker can name Walking Ballista. So I want some combination like that. Have to cut 3 cards. Maybe I just cut the Giver of Runes. Doesn't seem great though. They are Eldrazi-tron. Maybe I'll play without the Aven Mind Sensors for this game. And cut... Let's see. Maybe I'll just play 1 Giver of Runes. Our 2-drops are pretty impactful. I think we'll run it like that. All right. Game 2 on the draw here, or match 2, excuse me, with Death and Taxes. This hand has a turn 2 Arbiter, which is going to stop turn 3 Tron. We have a turn 1 Giver of Runes that we can't cast. So I think we're going to have to ship this one back. This Chef at Dune's being a little awkward. Oh, we can pay 1 life to add. Okay, so we're going to keep. See what our opponent's got for us here, turn 1. Urza's Mine, okay. We'll play Giver of Runes. See if our opponent's got a Dismember for us here. Opponent's deep in the Tanko. Alright, so next turn we have the play of Leonin Arbiter into protection with Giver of Runes. So I think that's good here. And then we also, we'll see if they kill it here. And then we can Ghost Quarter them the following turn. It seems like the play. See if our opponent's got anything good here. So they're not on Tron, presumably. We do want to hit another white source here in the next few turns. Chalice on 1 again. Okay, well we cut a lot of our 1-drops. We draw a 3-drop. So let's pay 1, tap, and play Arbiter again. Now if they don't have a land here, we may Ghost Quarter depending on what we draw. No attack with the Giver. Opponent's tanking. Another Urza's Mine. Okay. So I presume that they're just not going to tap any mana here to leave. Cast Expedition Map into their own Chalice of the Void. Okay. Seems good. Seems good for us. And our opponent, Shame, scoops it up. Oh, opponent. All right, and that's 1-0. We'll see you guys back for round number 2. All right, welcome back to match number 2 here with Death and Taxes. We are on the draw with a keepable hand off the back of this vial. If we don't get discard spelled, how do we feel about that? How do we feel about trying not to get discard spelled out of the game? This hand is too slow. I think I'm going to mulligan. I like this hand better. I'll keep and I'll put back, I suppose, basic planes. Maybe that first hand was better. You can let me know in the comments. Soulscar Mage. Alright, well, we're drawing a lot of lands, so let's play Giver of Ruins. Ship it back. See what our opponent's got in store for us here. Swift Spear. Land. Mishra's Bauble. Okay. Triggers the prowesses. Yep. Gets us in for 4. Okay. Do they have a light up the stage? Light up the stage for our opponent. Okay. Hits. Land, light up the stage. Do they bobble us? On our draw step. Stoneforge Mystic would be a great draw here. Draw steps us. Ghost Quarter. Well, we'll play the Ghost Quarter as to not try to give away too much information on what we got going on here. Play another Giver. Draws an extra card from Bauble. Crash Through for the Tramples. Draws a card. See what our opponent has for us more. If they attack, I probably just take it, depending on how much damage it is. We get to play Skyclave and eat the Soulscar Mage next turn. And that way we have double protection up if we need to. I think we'll go to block. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put a stop on their damage step. That was bad. Didn't get there in time. Alright, another light up the stage. Hits Lightning Bolt and Fiery Islet, so they're going to bolt our Giver of Runes. They probably should. Opponent's doing some quick math. Bolt, yep. Bolt resolves. We untap. Draw Batter Skull. Well, that's a minute off. Let's play Skyclave Apparition and hit the Soulscar Mage. Opponent with 4 cards in hand and a redraw. If our opponent can 14 us here, we're going to let it happen. Lava Dart. Us in the face. Another light up the stage. Hits Lava Dart, Lightning Bolt. That Giver Punt's coming back to get us for sure. Mishra's Bauble. Lightning Bolt's our Skyclave Apparition. They get an illusion. And comes crashing in for 5 at the moment. Lava Dart. Flashes back Lava Dart, presumably. Cracks Bauble. Lava Dart. Bridge in the gap here. They have another Lava Dart in the graveyard as well if they'd like to sack it. Declines. Draws a card off Bauble. We draw Aether Vial. And that'll be the game. Alright, game 2. We have these Auriok Champions to bring in, which I'm very interested in. What seems bad here? These Leonin Arbiters seem less than stellar, so let's cut down on those, bring these guys in. They're not searching their library very much. We are on the play, though, so maybe they're a little bit stronger. Let's see. Archon of Emeria seems less than stellar also, so maybe some Leonin Arbiters do make their ways into the deck as just blockers. Revoker doesn't really do much. Winds of Abandon seems pretty good against this deck. Maul the Skyclaves and Thalia. Our deck is honestly pretty good against this deck. We'll see if we can't scoop it up in the next 2 games. We will play game number 2. This hand has everything we want, so we will keep. Sword and Fire Ice looking good here. Players can't gain life, damage can't be prevented. Interesting. So we'll play Giver Runes. We're not running any disenchants in our sideboard here, unfortunately. See if our opponent's got a 1-drop for us. Soulscar Mage. Aether Vial. Okay. Well, let's play Stoneforge. We've got the protection for Stoneforge up, so that's great. We will get... I still think we do get Batterskull. Just being a 4/4 Vigilance is probably good enough here. Let's get Batterskull and pass the turn. Opponent plays a Mountain. Crash through to draw a card. Yep, you got it, opponent. Leyline of Punishment, huh? Getting punished here with all the life gain cards we have in our hand. Lava Spikes us. Okay. Sure thing. Now, if damage can't be prevented, will that override the protection? I don't think it will, so I'm not going to block. I don't think our opponent would intentionally run that into that if that were the case. Another Stoneforge Mystic. So we'll put Aether Vial into play. We'll just pass the turn here with the plan to put in the sword. Opponent with another land in hand to play. Another Soulscar Mage. Doesn't attack this time, so we will activate Stoneforge Mystic. Put in Sword of Fire and Ice. See if our opponent has something here. Lightning Bolt's the Giver. Oh, we have to let that go. Would you like to put a counter on Aether Vial? Yes. We draw Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. So presumably they have something for this sword here. So if I put in Thalia, I may just play... The best play may just be to play another Stoneforge Mystic here. This has protection from black and from red, so... I think the play is just going to be Auriok Champion. And then ship the turn back with the plan on equipping the sword to it. Our opponent's only got 2 cards in hand, 3 at the draw step. We'll get this Vial on 2, so we'll be able to Vial in Thalia. Opponent comes in 3 cards. I don't think they can do it that much damage, so we're going to take it. Opponent goes to the end step. Okay. Put the Aether Vial trigger on the stack. We will say yes. Flicker Wisp. So let's use Vial. Put in Thalia to tax them a little bit here. Equip sword. Move to combat. Attack with the Auriok Champion. Put the sword's abilities on the stack. We'll target a Soulscar Mage. Draw Skyclave Apparition. See what our opponent's got for us here. Opponent attacks, and Lava Dart's pre-combat. Okay. Sure. I think we'll go for the block here. I don't think Stoneforge... Yes, Stoneforge putting in Batter Skull is good, but we can't use it to gain life anyway. I wonder if our opponent's trying to get through some sort of light up the stage. Yes. Another Ether Vial. So let's go to attacks and attack here. Hit with the sword. Deal 2 damage to Soulscar Mage. That goes through. So we have a Ghost Quarter. Play another Vial. I guess we play Stoneforge Mystic. Get Maul of the Skyclaves here. And pass the turn. Feeling pretty good about this one. Bedlam Reveler. Okay. Opponent's going to draw some cards here. It's pretty good for them. Opponent gets to draw 3 cards. We will put in Flicker Wisp. Choose another target permanent. Let's see. We'll flick out their mountain, I suppose. Sure. Sacks at the Lava Dart to kill the Flicker Wisp. Okay. Sure. Flicks out the mountain. Go to our turn. Let's see. So this is the 3-drop vial, so this is going to be always no. Okay. To this Ether viability, yes. True Thalia. So let's play Maul of the Skyclaves. Equip it to Auriok Champion. Get in. Shoot the opponent upstairs. Draw planes, which is perfect. So it's going to let us flash in the Batter Skull and pass back to the opponent. Flicker Wisp brings back the mountain. See if our opponent has an attack step here. No attack step from the opponent, so we will put in Batter Skull. Draw another Stoneforge Mystic. Equip to the Auriok Champion. And that's the game. And we're going to a solid game 3. I guess we bring in Leonin Relic Warder just because of Leyline, even though it's kind of weak to a lot of what they have going on. So maybe we'll cut out a Arbiter for a Relic Warder. This has protection from black and from green, not protection from red, which seems not great. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick while we sideboard here. Alright, we are back for game 3 on the draw. I think this is a pretty keepable hand here. Our curve is pretty decent. I think we're going to keep. See if our opponent's got a Leyline for us on 7 cards again. It may appear that way. Okay, let's see if opponent's got any pregame actions. They do not, so that's good for us. Opponent also mulliganed. So let's play Giver of Runes. See what our opponent's got on 2 here. Another land. It's weird that they would keep and not keep a creature. Swift Spear. This feels to me like a light up the stage, but I am going to let it go because I do want the Giver to protect the Stoneforge. Yep, light up the stage, undoing some of their mulligan. Mountain, Swift Spear. Okay. So let's go Plains into Stoneforge Mystic, tutoring up the Batterskull. No attacks here, so we can do some blocking. We're going to take a bit of damage here. Land for our opponent. Swift Spear for our opponent. Lava Spikes us. Okay, down to 16. Goes to attacks here. We will take it. Down to 12. Soul Scar Mage. Our opponent's really drawing the creatures now. So let's play Elganjo Castle and pass the turn back. We do have a Batterskull to put in this turn. Let's see if our opponent attacks into the Batterskull. Looks like they do, so we'll activate Stoneforge Mystic here. Put in Batterskull. Does our opponent have a Destructive Revelry effect? They have a Braid. Germ dies on impact. We go to 6, okay. Ooh, it's going to be a close one, huh? Let's play land. So we can cheat in the sword, equip the sword, and shoot down, but then any spell basically kills us. But blocking isn't exactly where we want to be either. What are our options here? So we can play Thalia with double protection, basically. I think we're going to do that. They have 1 card in hand, and we can sneak the sword in at end of turn. No attacks. We'll block with the Stoneforge here, maybe? So let's block, block, block. Okay. See what our opponent has here. They have Lightning Bolt, us to the face. Okay. And then let's prevent the next 2 damage from legendary creature. And then we'll give Stoneforge protection from red. File, not a great draw. We're at 3. So I can equip Stoneforge, attack, shoot and draw a card. We're still pretty close to being dead here. Wait, it's possible that Skyclave is better. Let's Skyclave Apparition. Hit the Soulscar Mage. And we're not going to attack here. See if our opponent drew a spell. Another Soulscar Mage. Okay. See if they attack. They do not, so we'll put in the sword, untap, draw planes. Okay, so we equipped to Stoneforge. Well, we can equip to Thalia, attack, shoot down Soulscar Mage, then replay Thalia. That might actually be the better play. There are a lot of things that kill us here. So then we'll replay Thalia. Keep this Thalia. And then we'll put the sword on the Skyclave. Crash through. Okay. Gives trample. Draws a card. See what our opponent drew. I think now Lava Dart kills us. See if our opponent attacks here. Looks like they do. Opponent's last card is Lava Dart. Darts Thalia. Darts me. And then that's game. Wow. Okay. Okay. We'll see you guys back for round 3. All right. Welcome back to game number 3 with Death and Taxes. We are on the draw. See what happens here. This hand is a keeper. We will definitely keep this hand. We have turn 1 Giver into turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic. Up against some sort of combo deck, it looks like. It looks like some sort of Collected Company Devoted Druid combo deck, to be more specific. Another Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, we'll play a Giver of Runes and ship it back. Opponent plays Devoted Druid, and let's see if we can do anything that keeps us alive here. It doesn't look like it. Maybe getting turn 3 killed. We'll get Batterskull. See if our opponent has the Vizier. Looks like they do. Vizier of Remedies. Let's see if they have a payoff as well. Duskwatch Recruiter. All right, we'll yield until the next end step. We'll see what our opponent has to do here. We'll show you guys all the combo just for the sake of things. Opponent's gonna do a whole lot of tapping and untapping, make a lot of mana. We just want to see the payoff here. It's probably Walking Ballista, but we will come back to you when that happens. Cue the chicken music. See if our opponent responds here. We'll be a good sport and we'll concede. I don't think our opponent would go through all that just to not do that. So against here, we'll bring in Phyrexian Revoker. We'll bring in, let's see, what else do we like here? I think maybe just the more removal spell, so maybe the Winds of Abandon. And then we'll take out a... What are we cutting here? Giver Runes seems less good in this matchup, honestly. So I can definitely see that one coming out. Archon of Emeria. Non-basic lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. I don't think Archon is great in this matchup particularly, and we'll cut a Thalia. Seems good to me. Anything else I want to grab out of the sideboard here? I guess Aven Mind Sensor does stop Finale. This does have protection from green and from red. Let's go Maul of the Skyclaves. This Thalia seems less good, honestly. Looks like we're going to be bringing in a lot of cards then. Aven Mind Sensor doesn't stop only stops Finale, so maybe that's not actually good. And we'll play like that. Alright, we'll be on the play for game number 2. Ooh, this hand, again, is rough. It's really weak to the turn 3 combo. I think we need some sort of interaction here. Is there a better 6 that I would keep? I think so. But we're going to keep it anyway and live the dream. We're going to play this turn 1 Plains and hope for the best. Opponent mulligans to 6. See what our opponent's got here. I'm gonna take the greedy line here and hope that they don't just have it all. Giver of Runes, okay. This hand is better against a giver hand for sure. Let's play Thalia because I think next turn I want to play Mirran Crusader. Sort of Fire and Ice looking worse against. That. Let's see here. This might be the turn where I play. Well, this is a free attack, so we'll get in for our free 2 points of damage. Free money. I probably should have kept a hand with more interaction. We're probably going to get punished here. But what are you going to do? I don't think we're going to be fast enough to race this deck like at all. We'll play Stoneforge. Search up Sword. See if our opponent just naturally has the combo again. They do. See what our opponent has here. We're just getting turn 3 combo 2 games in a row. Rough beats, rough beats, rough beats. This is probably one of this deck's worst matchups, honestly, without a Leonin Arbiter. I should have mulliganed this hand, I mean. Duskwatch, okay. I mean, we don't have anything that can do anything against this, so we're just going to scoop it up. GG, opponent. GG. Alright. Alright, welcome back to round number 4. We are on the draw with Death and Taxes. This hand looks pretty good if we draw one more land. And on the draw, I think we are going to keep it. See what our opponent's got for us here. Looks like more prowess, okay. Mishra's Bauble, okay. Having the sword in hand is pretty good. They're going to bauble us in our draw step, I assume. The reason you bauble in the draw step is it plays around discard spell. It keeps the card on the top of your deck. Oh, don't click through the turn. That would have been bad. Let's play Giver Runes. We'll let our opponent get in some damage here. Lightning Bolt's Giver, okay. Take 2. No second land. Okay, well, we like that. That's best case scenario for us, I think. We will play Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. They also saw the path on top, so they may just be bluffing, trying to get us to path here. Lava Dart on our Thalia. Attacks in for 2. Stoneforge. Well, let's play Stoneforge Mystic. We will grab Batterskull and ship it back. If we can untap with the Stoneforge, I doubt we can, but if we do untap with the Stoneforge, it seems pretty good. If not, we do have Thalia to play. Ideally, we could draw another land to play the Skyclave Apparition. Swift Spear for our opponent. We may just be dead. Another Swift Spear for our opponent. Okay. We're going to get to untap with Stoneforge Mystic? Our opponent have Mutagenic Growth? No? Okay. Getting to untap with this Stoneforge is huge. Another Path to Exile. Okay. Nothing from us here. Nothing up our sleeves. I guess they can Bolt and Lava Dart. Another Soulscar Mage. Good lord. Okay. Lava spikes us to the dome. Okay. So is their last card Lightning Bolt? Their last card is another Lava Spike. So we go to 7 here. They go to attacks, presumably speaking. And let's put in this Batterskull. Trigger a living weapon. Block down a Soulscar Mage. Our opponent kills our guy here, and we're dead again against Prowess, who just draws infinite creatures every time. So if they draw any spell, we're dead. So I can play Thalia, and then we have block, block, path, go to 1. And we're dead to any... I can't path that way, though. So I can block, path, path. And go to 1. Alternatively, I could Skyclave Apparition out a Soulscar Mage and still go to 1. So I guess that's the play. So we'll hit a Soulscar. If they draw any spell, we're dead. And that's it. GG. Okay. Okay. Okay, Prowess. Okay. Okay. 3 Auriok Champions coming in. Coming out. Leonin Arbiters. Is there anything else that we want to bring in this matchup? I don't think there is. Wow. Prowess, when Prowess draws all their creatures, they are an extremely good deck. All right, game 2. This hand's super slow, so we're going to ship it. I don't think we're beating Prowess with this hand either. I guess we go to 5. Ooh, this hand's looking rough. Hand's looking rough. This matchup seems like it should be actually really good for us, but another Thalia. Okay, not ideal. Not ideal. Another land here would be good for us. Lava Dart, okay. Maybe it's better to keep in Leonin Arbiter just because it's a 2/2. Opponent still has an abundance of cards in their hand. Alright, let's play Archon of Emeria. Slow our opponent down a little bit. Opponent can cast one spell a turn. Lightning Bolt, still very good against us. A Braid, okay. Another Swift Spear. Let's see. Stoneforge. I think Stoneforge is honestly too slow, so let's get one of these guys out of here. If we draw another land, I'll probably Stoneforge. If not, it's probably looking like Thalia. Thalia is just a better blocker. Manamorphose, okay. Triggering Prowess. Adding double red. See here. Another land. Lava Darts us to the face, so they have a Light Up the Stage in hand. Okay, Light Up the Stage. It's Abrade and Crash Through. So Abrade kills the Skyclave Apparition. But I guess they can just do that next turn. Cast the Crash Through. I guess they can do everything here. And Abrades, okay. So we're taking 6. Opponent still with 3 cards in hand. Boreok Champion. I guess that's as good as it's going to get for right now. See if our opponent can give Trample here. Kozilek's Return. Okay. And they have a Bolt. So we're going to 1. This deck is unbelievable sometimes. Alright, untap, Stoneforge. Well, we'll play Stoneforge. Get a Batterskull. So we have to be able to untap with the Stoneforge, which means they have to have nothing. And basically they need to have nothing. And Bone Crusher Giant. GG. Alright, back for the final round. Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back for the 5th and final round of this league. 1 and 3, playing for the 2-3, playing for our honor here with Death and Taxes. Again, we're on the... I think we won the game that we were on the play, and we've lost every single one that we've been on the draw. So, we do have a Vile hand, though, for this game, so we're going to keep. See if we get punished with a discard spell here. Just a fetch land, okay. So let's play Aether Vial. See what our opponent's doing here. Ooh, Steam Vents, okay. Manamorphose. Stormwing Entity, okay. So we're playing against blue-red Prowess. Our opponent scries. Puts 2 cards on top. Okay, Aether Vial ticks up. Yes, we'll put a counter on the Aether Vial. Let's just play land and say go. See what our opponent's got for us here. Finally, after 5 games, we get to see the power of Aether Vial doing its thing. Lava darts us. Okay. Sure. They have a light up the stage. Light up the stage. Let's see what our opponent hits here. Soul Scar Mage, Lightning Bolt. Okay. Attacks us. Alright. No actions here. No blocks here. Plays the Soul Scar Mage. Okay. End of turn, we will cast Path to Exile on Stormwing Entity. And then we will activate Ether Vial. Yes, and we'll put in Giver of Ruins. We will happily tick the vial up to 2 here. Let's play a Stoneforge Mystic. Getting a Batter Skull. And then we can protect our Stoneforge Mystic. We can also vial in another Stoneforge Mystic. See where this bolt goes. Oh, was this waiting on me the whole time? My apologies, opponent. Lightning Bolt targets the Giver. So we're just going to go ahead and... Oh, this is Prowess. Choose. Alright. Lava Darts here. Okay, that's fine. Lava Darts here. Okay. Sure, sure. Sure. That's all well and dandy. Alright, yep. Alright, I understand. I understand all the damage that you just did to me. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Alright. Soul Scar Mage comes in for 1,000,000. So, will they sack 2 mountains is the real question. Stoneforge Mystic. Getting Sword. Let me untap with the Stoneforge Mystic. Another Aether Vial. So, I think we're just going to pass the turn here. Opt, okay. Opponent with the good opt. Draws a card. Liked what they saw. Yeah, we will flash in the Batter Skull. Go to blocks here. Manamorphose. So they're just going to try to... Alright, Manamorphose is fine. So this makes it a 3/4. Then they're going to... Oh, they drew into an opt. Okay. Draws a card. So let's Flicker Wisp. And we'll flick out the Soul Scar Mage. And win the match. Okay. To sideboarding. Okay, our opponent did show us fetch lands in this one. I don't typically... I think we just bring in Auriok Champions. And I don't really like anything else. So I think we just do the Arbiter Cuts again. And run it back like that. Alright. Let's see here. And we are back for round number 2. Well, game number 2 in round number 5. Our opponent on the play here. We are on the draw ski. I feel like these leagues are going pretty fast today. This hand... It's got cards that don't get rid of Stormwing Entity, right? Stormwing CMC is 5. A lot of lands. I think we're going to ship. This hand has no lands. I think we're going to ship. We'll keep this one, and we'll put back the Batter Skull, and I suppose the Skyclave Apparition. We'll try to keep our curve low in this one. Our opponent kept 7 cards. Very nice, very nice. Strong keep opponent. Good ideas when you can keep 7 cards. Soul Scar Mage. Occult Classic. A non-white source of mana. Not ideal. We'll play Giver. It'll eat a sad, sad Lava Dart ending death, I think. Opponent shocks. That doesn't seem great for us. Lightning Bolt, the Giver of Runes. Gets in and then lights up the stage, I assume. Light up the stage. Hits. Soul Scar and Gut Shot. Okay, well, Gut Shot looking pretty good against what we've got going on here. We are going to play the Thalia, just to make him spend some mana. Opponent with access to 5 cards this turn. Here comes the Gut Shot on the Thalia. Yep. Soul Scar Mage. Yep. Attacks us down to 16. Skyclave Apparition. Not a good draw. Archon of Ameria. Opponent with 4 cards in hand still. Flame Slash. Okay. Wow. Opponent's going deep. Bolts us in the face. Bolts us in the face. So we take 6 here. And we're going to 2. Okay, and we draw. They have 2 redraws in play too, and we don't draw a spell we can cast, and we'll scoop it up. Alright. I think Leonin Arbiter being a 2/2 is just going to be stronger in this game. Giver just dies, but it's probably better on the play. I don't know. Leonin Arbiter is just pretty bad. It's just pretty bad. Winds of Abandon overloads for 6. We're never getting there. Okay, we're just going to run it back. On the play for game at number 3. This hand doesn't have any interaction in it. We're going to mulligan. This hand has 1 land. Man, can I just get an Ether Vial start 1 draw here? We're going to 5 again. Going to 5 against these prowess decks is definitely not where you want to be. Alright, so we're going to 5. Our opponent begins the game with 7 cards in hand. We're going to mulligan again. This hand is better, I suppose. Got to put back 2 cards, so we'll put back Leonin Arbiter and Flicker Wisp, I guess. See if our opponent has a Leyline to punish us like our first opponent. Fetch land, cracks it. Steam Vents. Here comes Soul Scar Mage. Nope, Swift Spear. Okay. Put our Ether Trigger Vial on the stack. We'll add a counter, of course. It's pretty dangerous to run the Stoneforge out, so I'm just not going to. Take our 1. No light up the stage. Well, that is good for us. They have an abrade for our 8th Vial. Yep. Well, we'll put a counter on it. Either way, whatever. Alright, we're just going to play Skyclave Apparition then and get rid of this Swift Spear. Our opponents thought it was strong enough to take a turn off to do that. Burst Lightning, okay. Maybe our opponent's just got a slower hand. Opponent opts, okay. So they don't have a way to kill our Thalia in hand, so that's good for us. At least not yet. Oh, here comes a gut shot, okay. Attacks us for 1 here. Opponent light up the stage into a Soulscar Mage. Plays a land. We draw another Thalia. Well, I think now it's time to go for Stoneforge here. See what we can do. Stoneforge resolves. I'm gonna actually grab the sword here. It's actually castable, and our life total is still relatively high. If we'd really drawn the land this turn, I really would have liked to also play Thalia. But I don't think Stoneforge is long for this world anyway. Ops. Into Lightning Bolts. Okay. It just seems like the Prowess deck never runs out of cards. Gets in for 4. They got another light up the stage. Certainly felt that way. Ghost Quarter. I think I'll try not to die for 1 more turn, and I'll try to play and equip the sword to Thalia next turn. See if our opponent's got lethal on us here. The other line would have been to play Thalia, but if they have a removal spell for Thalia, it's pretty bad for us. And that still has the sword in hand. Burst Lightning's us down to 9. We're going to take 3 down to 6. Okay, but we get to get this Thalia down. Oh. We overtapped a little bit here. With the sword on it. So that's good for our attack step. Hopefully their last card isn't a Braid. They get a lot of looks, though. They get a lot of looks to kill us. If they want it, which it looks like they do. Double Lightning Bolt kills us. Lava Spike probably kills us. There's a lot of combination of cards here that just kill us dead, I think. Opponent taps and untaps. Mixed and matched mountains. Tilt. Hits Manamorphose, light up the stage. Opponent can't attack here, which is good for us. We get to get in with Thalia. No blocks, so we will kill Soulscar Mage here and draw a card. Play Giver Runes. Play Giver Runes. I think we just Ghost Quarter their redraw. I think that's fine, considering how much mana we have. We have plenty of blockers. So this one's not playing any Lava Darts. Manamorphose. Adding red-blue, okay. Wooded Foothills. Fetches. Down to 8. Light up the stage. Hits Bolt Manamorphose. So a Manamorphose into double bolt kills us. Flame Slash is a giver. Okay. No attack here from the opponent. Ghost Quarter. Okay, so let's go attacking. Probably should have attacked with the giver. I guess this is lethal either way. True Aether Vial. Let's play Thalia. Oh, we gotta do this right here. Equip Sword. And see if our opponent can get out of this here. It's gonna take them 3 mana for a Manamorphose. So they have to have Lightning Bolt, Lava Spike in hand. Doesn't look like they do. Lightning Bolts us in the face. Do they have the kill spell? Light up the stage. Hit Lava Dart and Abrade. So do they get to live here? They can't cast Abrade? Oh, we lucked out. We lucked out, opponent. Can't cast the Abrade because there's no mana. Has a mana. Shocks. So they're going to go to 1 here. Abrade's the sword. Oh, they still lose. Lava Dart's going to... And we win. All right, GG. Well, that is not the best win ever, but we'll take it. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. Scrub Dog Millionaire here. Hang out with me on Twitch sometime. You'll find all the links and descriptions in the comments below. Thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart, and we'll see you next time.